What's up, boxing fans? This is Lil Ram Man with another edition of ATL Boxing Talk. And tonight, sometimes the boxing gods just shine down on us. We ask for miracles and we get them. I'm going to start this thing off very simple. And I'm going to say this. Floyd Mayweather, you are about the dumbest, stupidest motherfucker in boxing. You had a $50 million payday on the table. You should have taken this fight 2 years ago when everybody was interested in it, when it was a fight of very high note. And I mean, you guys both could have got just really paid in this fight. You could have, even if you lost the fight, okay, you still would have been able to get the rematch, which would have brought more money. But what did Floyd Mayweather, what in all his wisdom and negotiating and you know, just shucking and jiving and, you know, making the public wait till he got ready to fight, until Manny Pacquiao got old or whatever, he decides, okay, let them two go ahead and fight again. And what I'm talking about is Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao 4. This is funny to me because Floyd Mayweather could have made a shit ton of money. I mean, but in his fear of Manny Pacquiao, he waited, and Juan Manuel Marquez stepped in again against Manny Pacquiao for the 4th time, and he knocked him out cold. Completely knocked him out cold on a counter right hand, which is the punch that Floyd Mayweather throws all the time, counter lefts and counter rights. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out by a counter puncher. What is Floyd Mayweather? A counter puncher. But what Floyd Mayweather decided to do was, no, I'm going to wait. People will still be interested in the fight. Not anymore. You shitted on yourself. And I'm glad. Because nobody's going to be interested in seeing you fight now. You know what? We'll be more interested in a Manny Pacquiao Marquez 5 than we will be in a Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao fight. Good for you. Moving on. We got to give it up to Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez, I've always said, I said in the first fight when you got knocked down for the 3 times in the first fight, I always said, hey, you won that fight. You know, anytime somebody gets knocked down in a fight 3 times and they fight their way back to a draw, to me they won the fight. You got knocked down in the second fight, which was, to me, ironically, a little bit more closer, but still, you won that fight too. There's no doubt that you won the third fight. But I think, you know what, Juan Manuel Marquez said, you know what, man, fuck this. I'm taking everything out of the judge's hand, and I'm telling you, when he knocked out Manny Pacquiao tonight, he knocked him out cold. I sat there and timed how long it would take Manny Pacquiao to get up from the canvas. It took Manny Pacquiao 2 minutes and 37 seconds just to regain consciousness. Out cold. Out cold. Outstanding. I love it. I love it. Juan Manuel Marquez has redeemed himself. He has proven that he is probably the best Mexican fighter to come out of Mexico. And that is included, I'll say that, even over Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Juan Manuel Marquez has legitimized himself as the best Mexican fighter probably in the sport of boxing. That's over Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, all of them. He is just that good. He has taken on all comers and he has done his thing. Juan Manuel Marquez is the man. The funny thing about it, like I said, Floyd, I have to keep going back to this because this is so funny to me. Floyd Mayweather, this was your fight for the taking. And because of your fear, your ignorance, and your arrogance, you fucked yourself out of a huge payday. Good for you. Because now, nobody's going to be interested in a Floyd Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. So guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to move up in weight. That means you're going to have to face the Martinez's of the world. Sergio Martinez. You're not going to win that fight. Then you would have to face the Andre Wards of the world. If you can make the weight or fight at a catch weight, which we already know, Andre Ward will come down to 168 for a big payday. Okay, he'll stay at 168, and he'll probably come back down even lower than that. But we all know Andre Ward will beat the living shit out of Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather knows that Andre Ward will beat the living shit out of Floyd Mayweather. So who do you have left? Canelo Alvarez? He's got other options on the table. You better make a move quick, bruh. Your boy 50 Cent done already told the whole world you ain't as rich as you try to make everybody think you are. Way to go, you and your undefeated record. That's what look at you. You and all your wisdom, you thinking that undefeated record was what was going to be your saving grace. Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao both have lost fights. And guess what? They've produced some of the best fights in boxing. That right there ought to teach you something, if it hasn't already taught you anything. Just for boxing fans, 50 Cent did an interview with Big Boy. Look it up on YouTube, the interview with 50 Cent on Big Boy, and he kind of went into detail about the whole reason him and Floyd Mayweather broke up with the TMT Promotions. For all you people that think Floyd Mayweather is filthy rich and more Floyd Mayweather just got it going on like that, you all really need to see this interview. You really need to see this interview. It is it's an eye opener. The reason why I hadn't been on here blogging because of the last week we had the Andre Berto and Robert the Ghost Guerrero fight, which to me was fight of the year, but something told me just to hold off until after tonight with the Manny Pacquiao Juan Manuel Marquez fight, because I just had that feeling that something outstanding was going to happen, something that we had just never seen before, and I just had a sneaking suspicion that this was going to be a fight that would probably overshadow the Robert the Ghost Guerrero and Andre Berto fight. The Andre Berto fight and the Robert Guerrero fight was one of the best fights that I've seen in a long time. They both landed really good shots. Was Robert Guerrero holding a little bit in that fight? Yeah. But I still really have to give it up to him. Simply just from the perspective that he came up from a much lower weight class to make the welterweight division. And this dude is no joke, man. Robert the Ghost Guerrero is no joke. He's called out Floyd Mayweather. Hey, that's a fight you might want to take, Floyd. But this dude ain't nothing to play with either. And not only that, if you go on YouTube, there is a clip where Robert the Ghost Guerrero walks up to Adrian Bronner and just basically punks him out and tell him, man, fuck all this catchweight shit. You bring your ass up to 147 and I'll teach you a lesson too. And Adrian Bronner didn't look like he was nowhere near ready for that. As a matter of fact, he walked off. And we're talking about the shit-talking Adrian Bronner. And, Robert the Ghost Guerrero is nothing to play with, man. I mean, this dude is really on a mission. He's on a real mission. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of fighters out there that better beware. I mean, I've been saying this for years. That, Robert Guerrero is one of my better fighters. I've always thought highly of him. He's just now starting to really get his shine. And, a lot of fighters better look out for it. But with all that being said, man, it still may be fight of the year because, like I said, Andre Berto did some things in that fight that were really good. And the fight turned out to just be a really good fight. It was a back and forth brawl. Andre Berto did the best that he could. He landed a lot of counter shots. It's just that Robert Guerrero with his straight punches and ironically, man, his dexterity and his balance is a lot better than people give him credit for, man. I mean, he's a really balanced fighter. I mean, I've seen him throw punches and miss and still be able to maintain his balance. A lot of fighters can't do that. Berto being one of them. I mean, I've seen Berto throw punches, and he didn't throw them with full force, but he'd be so off balance. I mean, he ended up getting, caught with counters. That's what happened in that fight too. But Robert Guerrero, man, he's really the man, and he's taking on all comers. So good for Robert Guerrero, man. That's what we want to see out of real champions, not just somebody that sit back and just talk shit and talk about how good they are and this, that, and the other, and don't back it up against the upper echelon fighters until the upper echelon fighters are damaged goods somehow, or they oldest Methuselah or something like that, Floyd Mayweather. So, good for you, Robert Guerrero. Marquez, man, you're the fucking man, dude. I mean, I thought the worst knockout that I've seen, within the past 10 years was Manny Pacquiao's knockout of Ricky Hatton. And, I mean, he really put Ricky Hatton to sleep. But, man, Marquez's knockout of Manny Pacquiao was superb. I mean, it was, oh my God. I mean, this dude was face down, completely out. And I'm talking about, unconscious. His wife was in the audience just about to pass out, just crying. Well, I don't know what Freddie Roach is going to say to him. I don't know what Freddie Roach is going to do, because, I mean, Freddie really wanted Pacquiao to win this fight, but dude, it didn't happen. But again, I just gotta laugh one more time. Floyd Mayweather, you dumbass. This, oh my God, this is too funny. But you guys are gonna see what's gonna happen to Floyd probably within the next year or two. I mean, it's probably gonna be over for him. I mean, who is there to fight? Nobody's really interested in him. The only interesting fight is probably Canelo. Canelo's young. If he gets knocked out by Floyd, no big deal. And, there'll be some money on the table, but it won't be no $50 million on the table. So, that's that. But anyway, this is Lil Ram, man. I'm going to sign off. Leave your comments with me. And we'll chop it up later. You can leave your comments here, or you can hit me at LilRamMan at Yahoo and leave some comments on my email, and I'll get back with you. We can chop it up. Again, ATL Boxing Talk, signing out.